There's a lot of trucks, all the garbage trucks, all the building stuff, that's all started, but there's just no one here yet. There's no one here. No one out on the street. Very odd. Let's go out and have a look. This looks like natural lighting with these panels here, like the sun's out and shining into the building. Do you see the way the shadows work? That's very interesting. I wonder if that's the effect they're going for. I've been using this 360 for the last day exclusively, and it seems to be working well, but I haven't looked at the finished product yet, so we'll see what it's like. Let's go and have a look at Vienna. Battery, I better change the battery. Let's go and have a look at Vienna with no one in it. I'm surprised to see, I looked out my window on the 5th floor and there's not many people on the street at all, so we could have a quick look without the crowds. That'd be lovely. Well, this is Vienna with no one in it. Unfortunately, the first thing I've seen down here are these poor people sleeping on the street. That's sad. That's not good. Look at, I know you've got to, I guess, restore such an old place, but there just seems to be a lot of cranes and barriers. There's a lot of fencing and things like that. I guess if they had something special on, like the Olympics, they'd probably make sure it was all taken down, but no, not now. Stone statues around here is incredible. It is the city of statues. Look at the carving, look at the relief up there on these buildings. It's just amazing. 6:30 in the morning, you think they'd all be up and getting ready to go to work. You'd think that, wow. There's just nobody around. So the good news is the taxi's picking us up. I don't think I could carry my bags. I'm lugging around 6 months worth of gear. I nearly couldn't make it yesterday. So they're going to get a taxi from the hotel to the airport to go to Berlin. That will be lovely. Anti-gravity. Swarovski. Now what's the point of all that? What's the meaning there? They look like hat boxes. Wow, it's a totally different place. Ooh, a little frau zipping along on a bike, dressed for work. I wonder if all this is going to come crumbling down. They don't even give it to... The pundits are saying they're not even going to get through the winter in Europe. So we'll see what happens. I guess it all hinges on the American election. Ooh. Now there's a nice pair of shorts. Isn't it?
Oh, suits you, sir. Oh.
Beautiful lederhosen. I'm just quite surprised that there's no one out and about. I mean, the sun's up, isn't it? Look, you can see way over there the sun reflecting on the horizon, so obviously the sun has come up, and yet there's the people. Badezimmer, that would be the bathroom. Badezimmer. Now we want to get across here before that light goes green. Here we go. another statue, set of statues. The effort that has been put in to this city it's inconceivable that they could do it all. The size of St. Stephen's Church, the height of it. You know, this is without cranes, without mechanisation. They've done all this. It is truly amazing. And here's a lovely piece of grass as well. I'm going to tell you that right now. I mean, look at these beautiful carvings. It must have been a viable trade being at a, what do you call the guy that makes statues? He's called it's a bit early in the morning for me. He's called a sculptor. You could call him a sculptor. And there's a little bit of traffic, but not a lot at all. This is about the amount of people that would make it comfortable to live here, I think. I'm sure within an hour or so it'll be absolute chaos on the streets again. Here's some people making an effort to get to work today. Here's an upshot. I thought KTM was a Netherlands motorcycle company, I guess because of the orange. It was the orange that deceived me. But it's Austrian. Apart from the fact that my bike was built in India, it's an Austrian company. And I'll say this, I had to take the bike back twice to have things repaired on it before I got out the door virtually. The fuel pump gauge didn't work. And the indicator switch, I mean the fuel pump's one thing, but not to be able to indicate properly is dangerous on a bike. So I demanded a quick resolution of that problem. My daughter works for a jewellery company in London now. She's a stone setter and jeweller, very lovely little girl. You may meet her. She is making a piece of jewellery with a £7 million diamond in it. I can show you a picture. And I said, this is insane, Lucy. And she said to me, well, when it's finished, it's going to cost £30 million. Who's wearing £30 million on their hand or around their neck?
I couldn't imagine you working on one of them rings. You'd just be looking at the diamond all day.
It would be reasonable to say that we have covered quite a bit of distance in this city since yesterday. Liam and Declan and I got on scooters and went all over Austria, over Vienna. The Grand Hotel. This is it. Well, that's luxurious, isn't it? Shall we go for a turn? Oh. Yes, I'm watching him, he's watching me, I'm watching him watch me. Trying to stay in areas of intense activity. So this is the Ringstrasse, the street that encircles Vienna. very similar to Cafe Central that we attended last or yesterday. There's a cleaner cleaning. Look, there she is. You've always got to be careful, I tell you. I'm not sure which direction cars are coming from. I am absolutely confused. So it's better to look every way, even look up, just in case. So what have we got here? They say the best way to learn a language is start reading the children's books from the beginning, which I think is a very good idea, especially when they're going to take the vowels out. I'm going back to read the history of St Stephen's Church because I'm very interested in that, and I might even do a little... Oh, I thought they were real. I thought they were bogong moths, mate. They're not bogong moths at all. Funkelstein. Funkelstein 2. Arbeitsschrift. This is what I want. Schlag auf, schau nach. See? Duden. Hey, Duden. That's good. Buntspecht. These are the ones that we want. Roald Dahl. Im Schrittfahr. I wonder what that means. Im Schrittfahr. There's nothing much on these side streets, is there? I might just proceed back to the church for a quick look at how City Central's going. Morgan. Dear me, say hello, good morning to people that jump out of their skin. Is it because I'm a frightening visage? Tell me. How frightening, from 1 to 10, put down in the comments how frightening you think I appear to be, or I seem to be, or I am. Just 1 to 10. 1 being a furry little rabbit, and 10 being the next despot of Europe. Could be a compound word from Zeitgeist. Well, look at this. Wow, look at the size of that shoe there. I had some beautiful European shoes, exactly like that. Lent them to my son, a maroon pair I got from Spain and a black pair, similar to that, beautiful, all leather. Lost both sets. Unbelievable. So this is a Schule-Werkstatt. Wow, that was in 1990 and they're still making shoes exactly the same way to this day. Hello. There you go. People don't speak though, they might smile and nod or grunt, but no one's... Is everyone afraid here that everyone else doesn't speak the language they speak? There's a bit more smoking too here, I've noticed. Right, we're back here again. Let's have a look on this side now. Manic. Well, this is, I think everything in the city's going to be, I went to get a pair of Laufschuhe, running shoes. They were going to charge me, or it ended up, I think I might need hiking shoes. They were going to charge me $400 Australian for a pair of shoes. So I'll wait till I find a Chinese outlet where I can get 2 sets for €50. Sitting here wasting it on that, that's for sure. This is sad again. Does he work there? It's the owner. Lock the door on him. Can't get in. Danke. The hotel pensions, his own. Notice all the hotels who have the names of girls. Have I? Yes, I have. The Moulin Rouge. Sure they stole that name from somewhere. I'm using a shorter selfie stick, so I can't get that distance out to make it look like I'm walking without the camera. That'd be a bread shop with no bread. Look, the bread hasn't arrived yet. Not a single loaf. The baker's got up in the dark. Am I getting lost here? This is just more of the same. How do I get back? So it's been good because I can slip it into my bag here. See, nothing. What time do they expect these people to get here? I'm sure in a thriving European city that they would be all out and about. That's lovely. Planet Atlantis. The flowers. Aren't they beautiful? Wow. Look at them. Barber's supplies. That's old school, isn't it? Very old school. Now, what is she doing awake? Now, if I'm not totally disoriented or disorientated, down in the comments, which one's right? Disoriented or disorientated? Disoriented sounds like a state of being, and disorientated makes it more of an action, doesn't it? That you've disoriented yourself or something. Anyway, let's see. It's a word of great contention, or 2 words of great contention in the English language. Right, are we back on the main drag? I think so. Drag. Yes. Now, I didn't even see that McDonald's was open over there. Just go down and have a quick peek here. We'll get down to St. Stephen's Church. It's funny, this city is obsessed with God. These statues are all about God. About Michael casting down Lucifer, about the woman with the child and the 12 stars and the moon at her feet. It's all there. And there's statues everywhere about it. I just can't believe there's no one on the streets. It's amazing. Maybe tourists are easily exhausted. Who knows? There we go. Someone said hello to me. I gave one of my best smiles. One of my very best smiles. Misham. Hello. What a coincidence, everybody. Look who I've met on my trip. Hello, and what's your name?
What are you doing in Austria?
I haven't a look at Vienna with no one in it.
And no coffee shops open.
No. I think there's a McDonald's here. I've been telling everybody, I go past baker shops, no bread yet, not a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
No one's opened up.
No one's open.
What do you think? Cafe, conditor?
I've been everywhere.
I think the McDonald's around the corner here, but no. Hey, did you go right down that way?
Yeah.
So tell us what you think of Vienna.
Oh, it's
What are your...
As soon as I find someone
let's
that
go.
serves it.
But where? Starbucks is not open. I'm sure.
Well, let's go back this way.
Yeah. They've got to open soon.
Yeah,
Right,
definitely. And it's just turning 7.
yeah, that's
It's not
right.
even- it's not
Come
7,
on.
it's 6
I'm just
p.m.
flabbergasted. These
Yeah, but-
people are late starters, aren't
But
they?
you were excited.
Well, remember in Furstenfeld, I used to go for a walk every morning. There was no one up before 7 o'clock. Furstenfeld.
Yeah, that's right.
There's no one up. And I thought that was an anomaly because we were out in the country.
No. It's really early, and then we found this little cafe that would open before sunrise. It was the only one, and I'd have a coffee and a croissant. But they're the same because they're up very late. Like they're having
Yes,
coffee until very
like
late.
Spain.
Like
In Spain
It's
when we
Europe.
went there.
Europe.
Yeah. But you know, in Spain they have that 4 hours in between
I know,
work.
Yeah.
And that's when they do their karate. They don't do it at night, they do it during the day.
Yeah. This is one interior trucks that
Look at if you like pink, this is a great place. I think I'd have a headache after 5 minutes. Hopefully these fellas will be gone. I don't know what's that? See, the beauty of this is I can always just go in like this and have a probe and then get out again. I think so. She's in there. Yeah, you want to go in here?
Yeah.
That's, oh, he'll be gone
Once he
shortly.
goes, and then all this traffic goes.
So,
Be better outside, wouldn't it?
it's very loud here though. Very noisy. Surely there's something back on the main street open now at 7 o'clock. Surely 7 o'clock is... How is it? It's 7 o'clock in the morning and we can't find a place to have a coffee. I thought Gosford was bad.
Yeah, but Gosford, it closes at 3 in the afternoon.
No.
Actually, it closes at 2. You can't get a coffee anywhere in Gosford.
I think it
after 2
closed in
o'clock.
1986.
Yeah.
Look at the birds, they're loving it, look. That's funny. That's a good question. Put that in the comments, please. Are they ringing these bells now automatically, or have they still got some little hunchback up there pulling the strings? Leave your comments below.
Babies! Jacqueline! Gabrielle! Guillaume! Big Marie!
To the right. One of them should open soon.
Perhaps here to the right. Now he's got to take away coffee, hasn't he? Yeah, and a big smile on his face.
So when all the trucks come, delivering all their supplies.
Yes.
These trucks is when no people are here.
Yeah. And also the bakers and the shops that need resupplying. I'm assuming that's when they turn up as well. I just can't believe it's going. Remember how we walked out of the subway and it was just swarming, and there were all these little fish nibbling at you, going. The tourist guys going, "Do you want to come here?" As you were coming up, they were like feeding off the people, and it's just not like that at all. There's just no one here. You wouldn't think it was the same place,
These menus out as just
huh? Are they open?
What do you want?
See, there wasn't a lack of people sleeping in the street when I came out to see them when you left the building.
It'd be nice to find a cafe where they've just had their closet.
Now, what's this one all about? Look how they've topped it with gold. Do you think in the old days it would have been gold, or?
Oh yeah, for sure. Gold.
It's amazing the Russians let all this stand. Oh, no, I can always take it out later. Oh no, there's another Starbucks. What was that announcement about Starbucks? There was some announcement. They've just gone berserk. Like they're not having any milk because of climate change or something like that. I can't remember. Or, no, I know what it was. They're not accepting cash anymore anywhere. Starbucks. It just takes one, doesn't it? It just takes one to start the ball rolling.
Pretzel fairies, the coffee fairies.
Now, this is today's artwork and sculpture. You see? This is what they can come up with today. Lovely bit of concrete. You know that I watched a very interesting documentary on Egypt, and they're saying that it wasn't sandstone that they carved out. It was like concrete. They moulded the sandstone into the blocks. That's why they're so accurate. They used moulds and they didn't cut them. So what's the house of Julia's mum? You see the umbrellas on there, yeah? Yeah, look at supplies. Supply truck. There's some lovely clothes here I've seen.
Oh yeah.
If I lost 10 kilos, I could. There's no point, getting clothes when you're a fat slob.
No.
Is there? Ah, look, the Fischmeister. Fischmeister. The master of fish.
I wonder where that fish has gone. And it went wherever I did go.
Kaiser Schmarrn. It'd be funny if the clock struck 8 o'clock and then all of a sudden there was 10,000 people there trying to get coffee and you couldn't get in anywhere.
Oh no, this is where we were yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go back.
Well, McDonald's is still open, or maybe that one where...
My knee was so bad last night too. Now I said to myself, I wasn't going to walk this.
Can you hold that for me? I'm going to do a panorama. Did yours go in one shot?
Yeah. No, well, the two turrets on either side.
Well, I think we've given them enough time to open. I just keep waking up instantly at 5 o'clock. Just bang, bang like that, and I lay there for an hour thinking. But you can't. Your brain starts, and you just. And I looked out the window, and there's no one out there. I thought it was like one of those science fiction movies.
Because you're on God.
Yeah. Huh?
Taxi picks us up at 9:15.
Yeah. Well, no, see, I don't think they get open. That's annoying. The old family crest. Oh, I like this. I like this one. Right now, this place, he was throwing all the menus out.
Yeah, well, this.
Do you want to ask?
Yeah, pretty sure that. Pretty sure.
Schlossen. Nicht geschlossen, I should say. Turn open into a negative. They don't look open, do they? I think their sign's not out. Or this one here? No.
Okay, so the pink one was way ahead of everybody else.
Oh, Oh, there was the one that was open where the garbage trucks are noisy.
Kilometre 2, pace 19 minutes, 20 seconds.
My watch. I'm recording my walk.
That's not me.
Okay, see you all the way up there. See opposite the... Again.
Say it again.
My knee.
The lights aren't even on that one. No one in there, making an attempt to start. Well, it used to be in Austria just trying to find a good coffee, now it's just trying to find any coffee.
Yeah. This was pretty incredible. It's like nearly 7:30.
Well, we cannot find anywhere to have a coffee. See, it's all banging and clanging here, isn't it? You're getting a good walk though, aren't you?
Oh, I'm on a good walk.
Yeah. These are nice, these mugs. Have you seen these?
Oh, yeah.
It'd be great to take maybe just a little one home as a memory of Vienna. I've got one from Bavaria that Isaac brought back. Surely the bells are going off. Surely if the bells are going off, there'd be coffee.
It's funny, isn't it? Because I'm just trying to get my head around the cultural shift. Like in Australia, the coffee shops open at 5. Because I guess everyone goes to work earlier. And they go home earlier. Don't they?
Yeah.
Huh?
I think so. Wow, look at this monstrosity they've dumped here in the middle of all this beautiful building work. Dear me, made no effort there, did they? Let's hit it. Huh? No.
Sit down.
Yes. Just want to see how we colour.
Two for coffee.
It's coffee only or
Coffee
with,
only.
with breakfast?
Just coffee only.
Good coffee,
Yeah,
yes. Black coffee or cappuccino.
Cappuccino, large, very hot for me.
And a long black
Yes.
piece with some milk on the side.
Also then black coffee with
Long
milk
black with milk.
and cappuccino.
Hot. Thank you. Outside, please.
Oh, sorry.
Entschuldigung. What was the word again? What were we going to ask her? They said what? Would you like to sit there or there? Which one? Do you want to sit in this or do you want to sit on that? Okay. Oh, my knees. Can't take any weight on them. All right, we've made it to a coffee. I'm signing off now to relax. Over and out. Well, I'm back from that walk. Cannot get a good coffee anywhere. It's mental. So we'll see what they're like in Germany, but in Austria, it's just not going to happen. All right, so it's past 8 o'clock now, and there's still no one out on the streets. I don't know what's going on here. We're leaving now, 9 o'clock, to go to the airport to Berlin, and then somehow we have to get to our place of residence near the tournament at a stadium. So the plane flight's not going to be bad, but it's just getting from the airport to the new accommodation that's going to be tricky, because I'm lugging around 6 months worth of clothing. It's killing me.
An Aussie corporation, an Aussie conglomerate. A conglomerate. A conglomerate. A conglomerate.